Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you just joined me for the first time, I am Lawrence Nkwocha, and today I'm going to be talking about designing the year 2024. So there are very important things that you're supposed to know about designing the year if you are thinking about your personal development and how you can actually become a better person in 2024. Then there are 6 things I want you to consider. Now, first of all, take this analogy that life is like a 6-wheeled truck. I want you to imagine a 6-wheeled truck. In order for you to be able to make progress and also to be able to keep up with your momentum so that by March or by April we are not already using gas, you need to have a lot of fuel and you also need to have balance. Now, first of all, your fuel are your goals. So you need goals in specific spheres of your life so that you know exactly how to proceed with the year and you will not also be moving without any particular aim or any particular target for the year. And another thing you need in order to be able to maintain balance is to know the spheres, the different spheres of your life that are important in this particular point of your growth, so that you know how you can put in effort in order to be able to grow these specific areas of your life in order not to burn out or all those things that happen when you don't have that sufficient drive to be able to give you the obsession you need to be able to succeed. So today I'm going to be talking about the 6 wheels of being in order for you to be an exceptional person. From the Steve Jobs to the Bill Gates to the Mark Zuckerberg, all the exceptional people in the world that have ever existed, one thing that stands out is that these people are outliers. They are people that push themselves to the extreme. In as much as it's a very scary place to be, what I want you to know is that you need to be able to have that courage to push yourself to the extreme. Because once you understand how to go through the extreme, then things become easier for you. So you must have heard that saying that in order for things to get easy, they need to first of all be hard. This is the hard work, and the hard work goes in your planning. First of all, there are 6 wheels of being. The 6 wheels being the spiritual, the personal, the health, family and relationship, business and career, and your finances. Now, it's very important for you to consider these 6 wheels of being because this is the foundation of what you are building. If you consider these 6 wheels of being and get them straight, then you'll be able to set your goals accordingly and you'll be able to deploy the right type of focus to get your 6-wheel truck, which is, of course, your being, your life, in order to get it to balance and also get it to move in the way that you want it to go. Okay, so first of all, what is spiritual? In order for us not to go too metaphysical or to get too religious about spirituality, I want you to think about spirituality as the power of your thoughts. That's what many religions teach. Christianity and so many other religions of the world, they teach you how to think correctly in such a way that is going to align to infinite intelligence in order to be able to help you to get this moral value right, in order to be useful to the society and that greater power that you can neither see nor touch. Considering spirituality, first of all, is the way you think. I want you to look at spirituality like the way you think. Is what you are thinking correct? For me, I believe in God, and I believe that there is a being that is far bigger than me, that is far larger than me, and I try to give reverence to God anywhere that I am. So faith is a very big part of your spirituality. If you consider your life, what exactly are you going to do in order to be able to give you the correct type of thinking? And truth. You know, in this age of information, there are so many facts, but there are very few truths. So spirituality is very important, and this is because faith is a very basic principle in the achievement of success. It's a very basic principle for you to have the belief that whatever it is that you've conceived in your mind, you can be able to carry it out with a power that is greater than you. So secondly, your personal life. Now, I want you to stay with me here. What exactly are you doing to help you as a person? I mean, one of the popular slogans, especially if you're Nigerian, in this time is no grief for anybody. But the real enemy most times is within. You need to start resisting that urge to be indisciplined, that urge to carry on with those bad habits, that urge not to carry out on the plans that you've actually proposed from the beginning of the year. That is the personal development. We're talking about how you want to improve yourself to become a better person, your personality, your character, and everything that has to do with you as a person. Yes, you are very important on this skill of being. Then we have your health. Health is wealth. I know you know that. You need to be able to take care of your health. How much are you doing to take care of your health? Now, one of the simple things that I said during last year in order to be able to watch my health is daily exercise. Now, I can tell you how significant a 20 minutes exercise can make in your health. It will help you get better sleep. You'll be able to feel happier because there's a constant release of endorphins and dopamine when you exercise. So even those times where you're feeling down and when you lack energy, the best way to generate energy is to exercise. So health is very important. Another important thing I also thought about that helped me in my setting my goals for 2023 coming into 2024 is through the daily consumption of fruits. So while setting your health goals, you should check your diet, check your exercise, check your habits, because that's another important thing. Then we're looking at family and relationships. Now, I like what somebody said. We're coming to wealth and finances, but looking at family and relationships. Now, a time comes in your life where you don't just spend money, you spend relationships. Your power at that point is basically determined by how many people you have in your life, by how many strong and powerful people you have in your life. Life is supposed to be shared. It's very important to consider your family and your relationships whenever you are setting your plans and your goals, especially in the year 2024, because one of the things that you are supposed to be learning this year very strongly is the soft skill of collaboration, teamwork that has to do with your relationship. And when all the chips are down, your family are the ones that stand up for you. So you consider your family and relationships. Then we have your business and your career. So for most business people that are into buying and selling of commodities, it's also important that you start thinking about how you could start selling digital product, soft skills, trainings. All these are very important because with the constant inflation that the entire world is facing, if you can be able to sell creative skills, then you'll be able to place your own price without necessarily being affected by external forces. So your business and your career, and if you're somebody that you're building a career, you should know that your career can always turn into a business, because once you've been able to grow in your career and become very proficient, then you can go on to sell courses, sell training programs in order to be able to turn your career into a business. Okay, so looking at your finances. Now, if you are in anywhere around Africa or maybe even Nigeria, which is my home country, you know that the currencies like the Naira is continuing to lose its value. So it's very important for you to have a financial plan. And one of the good things now is to begin to explore the international market. In order to be able to get very good hold on the international market, you need to start looking at platforms. Are you going to be going the freelancer route, like going on the actual freelancer or Fiverr, so many other platforms that can be able to pay you? Or are you going to be going the brand route, like building a very strong YouTube channel, which of course can be very, very challenging. It's a lot, but nothing good actually comes easy. So you need to carefully consider your finances. Are you going to leverage the relationships in your life to be able to upskill on your job in order to be able to land international opportunities, working for a foreign company, or considering any of those options? So these are the 6 wheels that if you invest in them very properly, they will be able to give you the balanced life that you need. Investing into these 6 wheels, in order to be able to invest, we are going to be considering two things to be able to invest in these 6 wheels properly. First of all, we're going to be considering something very important. At this point, I want you to listen very carefully, because this way is about to get interesting. First of all, you need to invest in your daily programming. What is daily programming? Just like how you write computer softwares, daily programming is the actual program you write for your mind. Now, I want you to know that our mind is divided into 2, the conscious and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is like the gatekeeper, while the subconscious mind is actually the operating system. The subconscious mind is not logical. It cannot think for itself. It takes instruction from the conscious mind. I hope you're still with me there. This is what I want you to consider. In order for you to be able to create a very strong program for your life, the subconscious mind, which is about 90% of your mind, works on like an autopilot. So you could just give it instructions and it begins to carry it out. You're like somebody that drives a car. You don't think before you drive a car. I can remember years ago when I started learning how to ride a bicycle. At first, I was very careful about not taking the wrong move or doing something that is going to put me on the floor, because I actually had a couple of injuries before I successfully learned how to ride a bicycle, which of course is a very interesting story. But what I'm trying to bring out is that as I continued to practice, it became automatic. I was not thinking about it anymore. I'll just mount the bicycle and I'll begin to ride. It's the same thing that happens with your mind. Okay, take your mind to be like a bicycle. How much of daily programming do you give to it? Now, my own hack for daily programming is number 1, writing. Writing is very important. So you need to constantly write your goals, constantly write the steps that will get you to your goals, which of course is your to-do list, in order to be able to remind you of exactly what you want to achieve for the year 2024. The funny thing is that if you leave these things to chance, it becomes a very, very dangerous thing to do because your mind is prone to forgetting. I want you to consider your habits. On the 6 parameters of being, you need to consider at least 3 habits that you could incorporate into your life that is going to help you to achieve the goals that you have for these 6 parts of your being. So your writing and your habits are very important factors while considering the balance and the fuel you need in order to be able to achieve your goals for 2024. Then second thing I want you to consider is something very interesting I heard in the podcast. He called it the GPS formula. Now, the GPS formula, he explained it as, first of all, the goals. Now, you need to have goals. Yes, both long-term and short-term goals. You can't be moving on vibe, let's just get this stuff done and see how it goes. No, it won't work like that. You need to have goals, clearly set goals. This is what I want to be able to do. Some goals can be long-term. You could start dreaming 10 years into the future. Okay, fine, you want to become the president of Nigeria. You want to become the president of Nigeria, or perhaps you want to relocate from the country, or you want to build a multinational company starting from Lagos, Nigeria. Very good. Now, it might be impossible to achieve all of this in the remaining 10 or 11 months of 2024, but it is very possible to achieve this in 5 years or 3 years. Now, how do you do this? You need to begin to consider, what exactly can I do in 2024 that will add to my momentum in order to be able to achieve the big goal that I have. So that's where you need to consider your long-term goals and your short-term goals, which you should do daily. Now, the daily goals, which is of course a very important check for your progress, is your daily to-do list. So you have a call to make. Don't fail to make the call. If you have somebody to visit, don't fail to visit that person. You have a text, you have a word to say, always put it down. Write it down so you don't forget, because overestimate your mind. You can be very forgetful. There are thousands of thoughts that come to you every day that you have to filter all these things out. And a very good way to be able to track your progress and save to see exactly what you're doing is to put down your goals. Then secondly, your plans. Now you have your goals. How do you begin to put it into a plan? Okay, this is what I'm going to be able to do. This is the structure that I'm setting in order to be able to achieve this goal. So your plans are more like getting into the habits. What are the habits that you're going to be putting into yourself? What are the habits? What are the courses you're going to be investing to take in order to be able to achieve your goals? Then lastly, the systems. Systems are very important, because more than you can do this thing for yourself, you need to begin to create systems that will replicate your results and amplify the strength of whatever it is that you're building. Systems are very important. I like the analogy that Stephen Covey gave in his book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He started that you need to have first your private victories, because it's when you have your private victories that you can go on to have public victories. So if you're able to craft your life very carefully to have spiritual, personal, health, family and relationship, business, finances, and you have all these things right, you build the habits that you need, you have your daily programming in check, and you have begun to start implementing the GPS formula, then you now find out that you will now have more space to develop the most important soft skill, which is leadership, in order to be able to build something bigger than yourself. So I hope that you've been able to get a lot from this video that is going to help you to design your year 2024. And if you're just joining me, I would like you to hit the like button, I would like you to hit the subscribe. I also like you to write 3 takeaways that you got from this video down there in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.